Western culture, Western society, when there's a domestic disturbance, and it hasn't turned violent yet, there's no physical, contact, nobody's beat up, nobody's bleeding or bruised, even then at that point the cops will, if there's no signs of physical contact, the cops will generally tell the man, get the fuck out, okay? If they show up and there's signs of abuse, bruising, somebody's bleeding, yeah, somebody goes to jail, and it's usually the man. Thai culture is very different. The police are very different. Yeah, honey, if you're watching, I remember what happened. You probably don't. Things went downhill from there. This was the first time I'd ever been in a physical confrontation with her where I was sober. I learned a lot about this Thai girl in almost 11 months. So, call me a fool, call me an idiot, call me whatever you want. I don't really give a fuck. So I'm hoping to get back and finish the TEFL training in June. Right now I'm waiting for her to leave the house because there is no way in hell I'm going back to Chiang Mai until she goes back home to Bangkok. And we've played this game before. So honey, if you're listening, if you piss me off anymore, I'm just going to leave Thailand. I'm going to leave everything behind. I really don't care. Sometimes, guys, you got to cut your losses and move on. See how she reacted to me leaving for a third time. And she reacted quite differently. She's angry, not apologetic. No begging me to come back. No, honey, please come back. I miss you. I'm sorry. No apologies from her on this third one. Just anger. Anger because, yeah, I fought back that time. I wasn't just going to sit there. And every time she came at me, she ended up on her ass. But if she's coming at me swinging, throwing elbows, yeah, I'll push her back. And if she's drunk and falls on her ass, too bad. And, I saw some of her pictures. She got some bruises. She also got a lot of bruises on top of both of her knees. And back in the States, people would know what that was from. So, yeah, she's got some pretty bruised up knees. She's got some bruised up elbows, too. But, yeah, she's beat up. That's what happens when you're 50 kilos and you want to attack a guy who's 100. It's not very smart. So she was pissed this last time. I think she knew that she'd fucked up. One of the other reasons that I'm just getting the hell out of Thailand is because this time, not only is she angry and she's not apologetic, she's making threats. She's trying to coerce me into coming home. Saying that she's going to go to the police and I'm going to get arrested if I try to travel. I don't know. I'm pretty confident I'm just going to get on the plane, go through immigration and go. That's what I spent the last couple of days chatting with her about, was, hey, don't threaten me. If you want me to come home, don't threaten me. If you want me to come home and you go to the police, how can I travel? I think she's bluffing. I think she's full of shit. But it doesn't mean I'm not nervous about it. I mean, I don't want to find out. Okay, I don't want, I'm going to have a nervous night tomorrow night going through immigration. Okay, it's going to be a nervous night going through immigration. But once I get on that plane, I'm going to finally be able to relax. So what have I been doing for the last 4 or 5 days? Well, chatting with her, trying to find out what her intentions really are, find out, if she has gone to the police. She did go, she did fill out some sort of report. I had one of my friends' wives look at it. She had basically just went to the police and told them, hey, he threatened me. And I didn't actually threaten her. What I tried to explain to her is I have to leave because this is it. I can't take it anymore. Somebody's going to die. I'm going to lose it again. I'm going to lose it. Yeah, it's just not acceptable behavior, honey. It's not. Yeah, I know she's watching. She's probably going to have a meltdown when she sees this video, but she's probably not going to believe it. But the next video that goes up after this, guys, will be my "Hey, I'm in Kuala Lumpur" video. So somebody knows I'm really gone. And the other reason I have to leave is because I'm not going to negotiate through this divorce with her unless I'm in a position of strength. And if I'm staying here in Thailand, she is going to continue to levy threats against me. She's going to continue to talk about the police, and I just can't handle that kind of coercion. She's trying to coerce me to get what she wants, and that is a huge, huge mistake. I'm going to give her one chance to come to Penang, Malaysia, which is where we did a visa run there before. So she's going to come to Penang, and we're going to go to the consulate there. She's going to bring the marriage documents, and we're just going to do a uncontested divorce. We're just going to nullify the marriage so she can go on with her life. If she doesn't want to do that, fuck, I don't care, guys. I mean, when I married her on paper the first time, I made it pretty clear to her that, you know, if we don't get along, we get a divorce. And if you don't want to get the divorce later, if you want to fight, I'm just going to leave. I don't have any intentions of ever doing anything like this again. So, you know, 3 strikes, the 3-strike rule, three divorces, and I'm done. You know, I'm going to be a single guy. No getting married. And I'll be able to use this divorce certificate to remind myself not to get married. But the risk of me ending up in jail in this last fight, it really hit home. I can't be in this situation. I will end up in a Thai jail, Thai prison. And I'm certainly not going to let someone hold that over my head. I'm not going to put myself at jeopardy. Some of you guys are going to call me a shit and say that I'm just bailing out on her. And you're right, I am bailing out. I got a self-preservation, guys. It's called self-preservation. I'm in a foreign country. This isn't my land. This isn't my culture. It's not my legal system. So, it's her fault. I'm blaming her, believe it or not. You know, yeah, it takes 2 to tango. But in this case, unfortunately, I picked another one, and she was not a winner. I thought she was pretty good, but you know, I still think that her emotional stability level, maturity level was much lower than I gave her credit for based on her age and work experience. You know, the homesickness, the fact that she wasn't always getting what she wanted. She got some issues. She got some issues. She's been alone too long. So hopefully she will agree to come to Penang where we can get this thing cleaned up. But man, if she keeps threatening me, well, she can't. Because guess what, honey? I'm not in Thailand anymore. So stop the threats. Work with me or take the hell out. So stop the threats. Can't handle it anymore. If you don't want my help, fine.